Welcome to Mogul Talk, where wealth and lifestyle converge. We are mindset media dealing with business, social relevance, abundance, lifestyle, and spirituality. This is your time. This is your moment. And this is your host, Ms. Mogul, Charity Smith.
Hello, America and around the world. This is Charity Smith. I am Ms. Mogul, and today you are in for Mogul Talk. I am super excited about today's show. I guess you all know that every time I introduce the show, I say that. But you all, I genuinely love what I do. I absolutely love the guests that I'm blessed to bring to this platform, and I'm honored to share them with you. Today's show is all about image, power, and how we show up in the world as high performance women. I'm really excited about our guest, but before we get to her, I want to let you know that today's show is sponsored by the Mogul Method. It's the mastermind that I've been blessed to create and curate just for you, all of our high performance leaders out there. More dates are coming on that. Make sure you stay connected with us at youcancreateyourown.economy.com. More dates are coming up with the Mogul Method. Make sure you connect there. Also on social media. Our fan page is on Facebook at Master Your Morning with Ms. Mogul. And listen, join the community. I'll tell you every morning, get your laptop, get your latte, get ready for an engaging conversation with our leaders. And finally, I'm super excited to announce we are live on JD3 TV. Go there and make sure you subscribe to that platform. You'll see all of our shows streaming. You'll find Mogul Talk streaming there. You'll see movies, concerts, comedy, cartoons, animation. There's so much more that's showing up on that platform. But listen, I could talk all day about that, and I don't want to do that. What I want to do is bring in our guest today. So now, without further ado, come on into the studio this morning. I have the pleasure of having with me today Miss Solita Roberts. Welcome to Mogul Talk.
Oh, thank you very much, Charity. It's interesting, when you connect with someone for the first time and that energy is there. Like I was backstage and I was like, okay, I'm ready for that. And he's like, whoa, hype. Yeah. I'm already, just like really excited and ready to go. So thank you very much for having me. The energy is already there. Your personality, the brand is just amazing. So thanks again for having me. And yeah, let's bring it, right?
Awesome. Yes, ma'am. Look, I thank you for that. Listen, I want to connect you with the audience. We have literally a worldwide audience on this platform, and many may know, but many may not know who you are. I had the blessing of finding you on LinkedIn when I was fishing for talent, and I wanted to engage in a topic about fashion and image for high performance women. I said, who should I bring? And then particularly for women of color, because sometimes I think we're left out of those discussions about what image really looks like and how we wear it. And so I said, who would fit that model? And I was blessed to find your profile. So tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and how you serve high performance women.
Oh, thank you very much. And I appreciate that, my content and just my entire personality stood out on LinkedIn. I mean, there's so many other stylists there, but I appreciate that you connected with me. And that's what I want, right? And that's what I teach my clients, is that style is that thing that you use to attract those opportunities, especially where we don't know you. Right? You went on LinkedIn and you were looking for an image coach and a stylist. But something not only about my content, but the image that I put forward that attracted you to say, okay, let me stop and see who Solita is. What is she about? What is she talking about? And that is the importance of your image. So as an image coach and personal stylist, I teach women who are struggling to understand, okay, what their body type is, how to dress it, what are some of the things that they should wear and don't wear. What is the next level for them in terms of how they present themselves, getting over that mindset of saying style is frivolous, or, people shouldn't judge me based on what I wear. I come with a vast knowledge of wealth of experience, and, I've done this and I've done that in my life. So why are you looking at this outward shell? Like, But the thing is, right, what you wear communicates who you are.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And so that brings me to a thought, because I'm thinking, you said you address the issues that many women have with body style, body types. So many of us curvaceous women are left out of the conversation. And some of it is because of body shaming.
Yeah.
Or then some of it is many of the stylists and the manufacturers of clothing don't always take into consideration women who have a little extra to show and share.
I call it extra love. I call it extra love. Yeah.
Yeah, a little extra something, a little extra love to share. And so in preparation of our conversation, I told you I wore this blouse just for you because I wanted to be on point. I knew you were going to bring it, so let me put a bow on for Solita this morning. But so many of the every woman, as what was her name? Shaka Khan used to sing. Shaka Khan had a song called Every Woman.
Yeah.
Not every woman has been in the discussion when it comes to image and style and performance. What has been the trend in your mind in addressing body types and body confidence? How have we changed? How have we seen industry and designers change? And how do you coach women now into embracing their extra love if they have it? Or if they don't have the extra love, how to bring it through in personality or in clothing, right? How do you balance all of that?
Oh, no, those are all excellent questions. And I will start, first of all, with the industry.
Yes.
I mean, we all know the industry wasn't built for every single woman based on body type, race, ethnicity, they had a particular model in mind as to what they think beautiful is, as to what their clothes, who should wear their clothes. So the first thing that I want women to understand is that there's nothing wrong with your body type, whether or not you are curvy, you're bigger on the top, bigger on the bottom, you have no curves, like you like me, you're petite, and you're like, when you get on the scale, it's like, okay, you're kind of like tapping the scale to move. Like, understand that those, like, in that area of fashion, those people that determine fashion has nothing to do with you. The first thing that you need to do is embrace this body that you're in. And I think that is where a lot of women struggle with embracing the body, because, as you said, there was that definition of what beautiful is and the perfect body, and we're all trying to diet or do whatever to get to that.
And it doesn't work.
It's not that it doesn't work. It's not you. You're not loving yourself first. Like, it's okay to go on a diet and exercise if you want to. You want to help,
I agree with that.
but don't do it because you feel as though there's something wrong with your body, right? So you have to embrace, first of all, your body. Embrace it, love it, curves, bumps, everything, whatever you think it's not okay based on society's norm and those men within the fashion industry that told you.
That's a whole nother conversation.
It's a whole nother conversation. But bear in mind, those conversations didn't include us. Right? So the industry needs to now change where, and this is where I'm saying, once we empower women, giving them the confidence that they need, it means that we're expanding our reach. Women can now get into that fashion industry where we are saying, this is a woman's body. It doesn't come in this one box. It comes, across the spectrum. It looks differently. She feels differently in certain things. And we need to cater to her. We need to, who you are, we need to have pieces that, align with that. The second thing is that when it comes to, yes.
Okay, we need to take a very quick commercial break. I know you are right in there about to really dive in, but I want to summarize it right quick before we go to our commercial break. What I'm hearing you saying is not every woman is cookie cutter. And so image as individual as the woman who's wearing it. Right?
Absolutely.
So when I come back, I want to talk to you a little bit more about the psychology of style and image? And how do we really do embrace ourselves and bring ourselves to the forefront in fashion, in industry, in image, and do it fashionably, right?
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
Are you ready to break out and break through? Wait no longer. Charity Smith, known as Ms. Mogul, has created a breakthrough course and mastermind called the Mogul Method for multidimensional leaders wanting to harness their creative power and release their next big idea, transforming their performances, culture, and leadership. A highly sought-after media personality, business and transformative leader, Ms. Mogul enraptures her audience, taking them on a journey of personal and performance discovery with laughter, candor, a biting wit, and over 20 years of business acumen and leadership. Go to www.youcancreateyourown.economy.com now to awaken the mogul in you.
And we are back. And I hated to cut in right there because you sound like you were really ready to kind of dig into the topic. Before we went to commercial break, you were talking about how the industry is now changing to address the needs of everyday women culturally, with our physicality, even with our mindset and how we think about fashion and image. It's changing. I want to talk to you now about the psychology behind style. You made a statement at the top of the show that some women may think that fashion and image are really kind of frivolous, and why even deal with it? Because I have all of these accolades and I have acumen and I have achievement. Why in the world would I care if my lipstick matched my blouse and if my nails are done? Why do I care? That's so frivolous. But you made a statement about it. Image is really how we show up. People don't know us first. They see us first, which is how I found you. And we're seeing that with COVID, right? And what's happening now, more of our meetings are virtual.
Yeah.
And so we don't get a chance to really take in all that there is to take in. We just have to see what's there. Is there a psychology to image, to color, what we choose, why we choose it? And is the power suit changing? And what I mean by that is the definition of what power suit looks like. Hello, somebody, changing. Address that for us.
Listen to me. We're getting into it right now. When it comes to the psychology of style and fashion, that's what I love to focus on, right? Mm-hmm. And I think because, like, for instance, growing up for me, I grew up in a space where you were told fashion or looks and books don't go together. Like, there's this misconception that if you paid attention to how you looked, for some reason or not a lot going on up here, right? It's not true. And those women that are thinking that fashion is frivolous, look back at your childhood. What were some of the conversations happening around your space? What were you told? How do you, because it's not something that you get up one morning and say, oh, I hate fashion. But the things that we heard throughout our journey are the things that we adopt to, the things that basically create us in terms of what our values are. And if you were being fed that looks and books don't go together, girls shouldn't pay attention to what they wear, like pay attention to your book, make sure you do this, make sure you do that. Know that you're building a brand and you're building this, and you talk about wealth and lifestyle, right? Wealth for us is different, lifestyle is different. But at the end of the day, we all have goals. We all want to show up and look our best and achieve things. You have to pay attention to your image, right? In the sales industry, they even use the psychology of fashion as to how people think and perceive each other based on what they wear to sell certain products. That's what you're doing as a brand. You are using your image as a psychology, not only to yourself, as in how I want to be perceived, how I want to show up, building my confidence, feeling powerful, feeling strong. And hey, looking beautiful, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because there's that self-love, there's that self-awareness to know that, okay, I am bold, I'm confident, I can own and go into any room that I want to, that I aspire to. And that is what it is, because your style communicates who you are. It taps into your being and telling people, hey, I have the accolades, but guess what? I mean, I don't know if you saw that Rihanna said this, I was watching one of her speeches at an award ceremony. I don't remember which one. And she's like, she didn't grow up with fashion. She didn't grow up with style. I didn't either. And she was like, but she always looked at that girl and said, you can beat me, but you cannot beat me in my style, right? And for some women, it'd be like, nah, that's not something I want to focus on. But think about it. The level of confidence that you would get from that, making that statement about yourself, you can go ahead and achieve all the things that you want to do.
I want you to talk about that, though. How have you used fashion to transform women's confidence? Because you are absolutely right. When you look great and you know it, and by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. And let me go back. I love what you said about revisiting what you heard in the environment about fashion, particularly in our culture. Books were important because we were thinking about the future. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of the family. You want to be a leader. You want to be an achiever. All of this. Don't focus on that, because that's not as important. You've got to make this happen, this goal, this dream, etc. But here's the thing. We're women and we're supposed to be beautiful. If you look at us and just the physicality of a woman, beauty is supposed to accompany that, right? I don't care if it's shaped like a square. I don't care if you don't have, as they say, all of that in the back. You can be flat as a board in the back. But I know. But there is fashion for that. And you can show up beautifully, and it transforms how you approach a challenge.
Yes.
When you know that you look great meeting the challenge.
Yes.
There is something that happens intuitively, even spiritually, I would even say. When you meet a challenge, knowing you look great, you feel great, you're not insecure about how you feel showing up, it transforms how you address issues. Yeah. How have you used fashion to transform the confidence, even of high performance women? Because sometimes we can look in the mirror and say, maybe not today. But it's that one little thing you change, and it's like, oh, yes, girl. That's it.
Exactly. And first, let me say this, because I make a distinction between fashion and style. Yes. Fashion, because generally, and that's where that notion that is frivolous, because we look at it, it's the celebrities, they wear, it's not an expression of their personality. So they wear whatever design and clothing, they're branding themselves and labels. And we look at fashion and associate fashion with that. So that's sometimes where that negative mindset comes in. But when you look at style is an expression of who you are. It is, you develop your style based on your goals. You develop your style based on your personality. You develop your style based on the environments that you want to go in. So you look at yourself 360 at all the different components and aspects of your life, and then you develop a style for that. When I'm working with my clients, the first thing that we do, I don't ever get into, oh, let's go shopping. No, we have to do the internal work first.
That's good.
Okay, because that internal work will reveal a lot about you. Okay, how do you feel about your body? Right? And getting you to that space that you look at yourself in the mirror and you can say, I love me. Regardless of what society or anyone says, I love me. And once you love you, and you may say, as a high performing woman, and I've done this and I've done that, of course I love me. Sit down for a moment and think about, how do you feel about, when you look in the mirror, how do you feel about the image, the body that you see?
Outside of the achievement.
Yes. Take away, don't look at, oh yes, I am, I'm MS Mogul, I do this, I do that. Okay, that helps you boost your confidence. But deep down inside, especially when it comes to what we wear, is influenced by our mindset and how we feel about not only clothes, but how we feel about our body. Stand in front of the mirror for 5 minutes without everything else happening around you, and ask yourself, do I love this body? How do I feel about this body that I'm in? And how do I want to dress this body? What do I want to wear? How do I want to show up? And that's where you get that inside one. You overcome your negative mindset about your body. You overcome your negative mindset about dressing your best and wearing things that you want to wear. You asked me a question earlier. I think it was with the power suit, the change of the power suit, right?
Yes.
The power suit is no longer what it used to be, right? Because we were told as a professional woman, this is what you wear. Mm-hmm. But as professional women, we're in different industries. Not only are we in different industries, we're different people, we're different sizes. So now that power suit is determined, you determine what your power suit is. If you're in a creative space, why are you dressing like you work on Wall Street? Think about it that way.
That's so good. That is so good. And we haven't had the liberty to think in those terms, I don't think, until a new generation of style consultant like you came aboard and said, hey, this doesn't match. You're saying one thing, but you're showing up a different way. And that just may be why you're not reaching your sales goals. Yeah. That just may be why you're not reaching your career goals. It's because what you say and what you show do not match. They don't marry. Yep, they don't. I love, because let's be honest, and I knew we were going to run close to time, but let's be honest, the power suit kind of made us look androgynous back in the day. Now, that may be somebody's style thing, and I'm not going to get into that. But androgyny, I don't think was originally the intent. But it became that. We started to look like pseudo men in the boardroom to execute power, to show that we were worthy to be there. I know I'm hitting on, I could see it, to hit on this.
You're getting on something that I have, like,
come on.
The workwear and the wardrobe, going back to fashion, going back to those, yes. What it was created by men. Women were not part of the conversation. Bear in mind, women weren't in the workforce. So when women started to enter the workforce, what happens? The men within the industry, in leadership position, told us, one, back in the day, women were only allowed to wear dresses and skirts. Because for some reason or not, they thought as a woman, this is how you should look. And if you wear a pants, it's like, why are you trying to be a man in a pants, right? It's like, no, people feel comfortable. Women feel comfortable wearing different things. There's some women who love pantsuit. There's some women who don't. There's some women who wear floral dresses, and there's some women who don't, because of your personality, right? And how you and what you feel comfortable in. So we're at a space now where it's about identifying who you are and how you want to show up in the spaces that you're in. If you're a power suit girl and you love your power suit woman and you feel confident wearing it, do that. But don't be the boring Betty in a power suit.
Please, I'm so navy blue, brown, black, pinstripe, gray pinstripe. I can name them all because I had it all, right? It just is, at this point, you're right. It's boring. It's absolutely boring. And again, to a point that I really want to drive home, for performance women, it may have something to, and people will probably think the two have nothing to do with each other, right? But I have a saying in my world that you are your brand. I don't care what your logo looks like. I don't care what all of the images look like. You are your brand. It really is you. Yes. And so if that does not connect with the message, and people know when you've bought into your own message or not, or if somebody wrote that for you and you're now saying it, it's the same thing with style. Oh, and I've had stylists, right, who would bring out these items and it looks great for someone else, but it's not me. And I will tell them it's not me. If it's not bold, big, over the top, it's not Me.
Exactly. But you have defined what your style is by using those words. So whenever you see something, as you just said, if it's not bold, if it's not big, if it's not you. And that's where, like, one of the stepping stages that I work with my clients is identifying what are your words that you want to use to define your personal style. How do you want to show up? And when you do that, you're able to say, you may love this pink. You may love pink, but this neckline may not work for you. So you'll be like, yeah, it's pink, but I'm not that type of neckline person, because you've identified what are your 3 words and how you want to show up. So coming back to when it comes to your style, understand that style is personal. It is personal to you. You define what you want to wear. You define how you want to show up. No one else. Yes, I can guide you along the way, but at the end of the day, the process and the work that you do is to identify what works for you, what your message is. As you said, it's branding. You are your brand. Whether or not you have a business or you in corporate, you are your brand. You get the promotion based on your communication skills in terms of how you look, how you appear to people, the work that you do. And then, of course, your employees see the value in you and will give you that promotion. When it comes to your clients, it's the same thing. When it comes to strangers connecting with you like we connected, you saw something in me that mirrors and matches what you are looking for as well, right? So that's how it works. Style is your communication tool. It is your packaging. Use it to the best of your ability to influence people so that you can get those opportunities that you're looking for. That's what it is. It's not a frivolous thing. It's about you positioning yourself for those opportunities that you're looking for.
Hold on, we have to take one more commercial break. When we come back, I want to ask you about a couple of pearls of wisdom we can take with us when it comes to style. We'll be right back.
Is there a way to naturally boost your energy and immune system to help you power through your day? Need to shave off extra pounds while eliminating toxic sludge from your body? Want a glow that makeup can't provide? Millions of women trust the world-famous ISO Detox Tea and other proven products from Total Life Changes. Our products are 100% natural and proven safe, even for children. Try our best-selling NutriBurst liquid vitamins, the Chewy and NRG to sustain feel-good energy all day. For coffee lovers, we have the deliciously smooth Delgada coffee, guaranteed to brighten your morning while enhancing your overall wellness. Visit our online store, read testimonials, and order your products at retail.totallifechanges.com/mogullife/enrollment.
We are back. Listen, we're at the end of the show, and I could talk to you all day because I love your approach. I really do. I love your approach to style, because any woman, regardless of body type, whether she's a triangle, upside down or right side up, if she's a square, if she's curvy, we can find our place of landing with you because you approach it from an internal perspective. Before we start the show, I was telling you that I absolutely love your neckline and the pin that you have there. And you shared with me a style hack. You said, oh no, it's not a pin. It's actually an earring.
Yes.
I thought that was absolutely genius and brilliant. In our closing, give us some pearls of wisdom about how to approach style, how to take items we already have, whether it's earrings, jewelry, whatever it is, repurpose it to find our unique style. Give us some things we can walk away with, some pearls, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. So this no one would know. This is an earring that I bought. I loved it. And I looked at it as like, okay, how can I repurpose this? How can I wear it differently? I've worn it as a brooch. I've worn it as where I had a skirt. It was a wrap skirt, but I needed a little bit, like just to tuck it in a little bit, and I kind of put it on my waistband just to give it that extra personality. So whenever you're thinking about your style, first of all, you're the only person that's standing in your way, right? You're the only person that's standing in your way as to what you want your style to be. Once you would have discovered that, you will find it's so simple. It's just the same way you will dress poorly is the same effort it takes to dress well. You don't have to do much, and you don't have to go out and buy an entire closet and then all new clothing just to have great style. Use the things that you already have, whether or not it's you would have worn a dress and it looks great on you, but how can I restyle it differently? Put a belt on it, put a statement necklace on it, do something differently with it. That means that pay attention to your surroundings. Whenever you see something that you went, that looks interesting, tag it, take a photo, whatever it is, and keep it in your style toolkit so that when you have somewhere to go, you're thinking about how can I dress differently? How can I add a little bit more personality to my look? You do that. Another thing is your hair. I will tell you, this is something that I struggle with. Combing my hair, trying to find that right look. And I've discovered that there's no right look. It's all about experimenting and trying different things. So today I may have my hair in one based on what I wear. Tomorrow I decided, okay, I'm going to bring it to the side. But just go into it when you think about your style and you want to work on your image, go into it with an open mind. From that is where you expand your reach, you expand and you explore, because it's an exploration. It's a journey. It doesn't happen. You don't just say, oh, I'm working on my style today. I combed my hair, I put on real clothes, I put on makeup. So yes, I am ready for the world. I don't have to do anything. It's a journey. Some days you're going to get it right. Some days you're not. If you don't get it right, that's okay. It simply means, like every other skill that you would have learned, you had to practice. You had to take an interest in it.
We are at the end of the show, and I hate it. I know. There's so much more I want to ask you. How do people work with you, though? We have to make sure that people who are watching this show know you are a resource and someone we need to connect with. So how do people, first of all, find you, contact you, work with you in 30 seconds?
Yes, so you can find me on LinkedIn, Instagram, and on my website. So my website is styletoimpact.com. On Instagram, I'm at style2impact. And of course, on LinkedIn, you find me by searching for my name, Solita C. Roberts. The first thing that you will do is to book a consultation with me. From the consultation, we determine what your style path is, and you will find those links in the places that I just mentioned that you can find me.
You are a jewel in more ways than one. I think you're brilliant. I think you're absolutely beautiful inside and out. So glad that we have resources like you available. We are changing now what it means to be a dynamic, powerful, beautiful, powerful, dynamic woman in the workplace and in the world. And we do it using those tips: mindset, personal approach, authenticity, loving your body, repurpose what you already have, and show up, as I would say, show up boldly where you are, empowered to do that. Solita Roberts, thank you for being my guest today. You are just a brilliant woman. Again, I love the way you think about this, because wherever we are in style, whether we're a mature woman or a woman coming out of college or a woman in the workforce finding our way, or maybe you're a work-at-home mom and you're transitioning between brands, wherever you find yourself, we can use these tools. So thank you.
Thank you
for being my guest. Thank all of you for watching us today. Thank you to all of our listeners, our subscribers, the fans of the show. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Share, like, and subscribe on Master Your Morning with Ms. Mogul on Facebook, our YouTube channel, and also go to JD3 TV and make sure you subscribe there. We are out of time. We are never out of content. As y'all can tell, I run up to the clock every time because I love the people I talk to. Thank you again, Solita, and thank all of you for watching.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching. Connect with us on our fan page on Facebook, Master Your Morning with Ms. Mogul, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mogul Life TV. And visit our website, youcancreateyourown economy.com and mommyscreatingeconomies.com.